Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. And today I'm here with two very special people. I'm here with Maurice and Jonah. You might know him from last year because they ran the first Veeam Community Hackathon, and we had an episode about that. But this year we're here again to talk about the second edition of the Veeam Community Hackathon and to tell you about all the new things that they're doing, what's changed from last year, why you should join it, and all the information that you might need. We'll cover it during this video. But first, for those that don't know them, let's please, Maurice and Jonah, if you can introduce yourselves first.
Yeah, hello, my name is Maurice. I am a system engineer over at Info in Amsterdam. I am a Veeam Vanguard, Veeam Legend, Veeam VOG leader for the Netherlands
Wow.
and the automation desk, and co-founder of the Veeam Community Hackathon. And yeah, we are back this year. Over to you,
Mm-hmm.
Jonah.
Yeah.
Yes, and I am Jonah. I am a product architect and engineering manager at CyberFortress, which is a BCDR provider, as well as also a Veeam Vanguard, also a VUG leader for the Texas regional group and the automation desk, and an Object First ace, and the other
Wow.
co-founder of the hackathon.
I forgot to mention the object first aids because we're all Veeam here, and
Yes.
I
You
completely forgot the object first one. Yeah,
Yeah, you two are all in the community.
that's
You're
right.
doing a lot. That's amazing. And last year, I don't think I asked you this question, but I'm curious to know what motivated you to start to found the Vim Community Hackathon.
Well, it starts with us being a vanguard, and we were able to communicate with the product strategy and the product management team over at Veeam, and that's something that is basically limited to a selective group of people, and I try to give a little bit of that back to the community, hoping that product strategy and product management would join us in the Veeam Community Hackathon, and community members will join as well and be able to communicate with each
Yeah.
other and create this awesome product on top of the existing Veeam products, which are already pretty amazing in my opinion. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome. I think we should have started this a long time ago, but I'm glad you two took the initiative because it's not an easy thing to do. It's a whole event, and what I saw this year is going to be different from last
It's
year.
going to be bigger and
So,
better.
yes, so let's talk a little bit about this. First, tell us about last year. I know I was looking on the website, there are the videos of each group, each team, what
Correct.
they created. So let's not tell people if they want to learn what the teams did, they'll go on the website. But tell us a little bit what you learned from last year that you're improving, you're changing for this year.
For starters, organizing an event in this size with so many people over the world, that is really, really a challenge.
Mhm.
And what's something that I learned from that is trying to bring the world together by putting people from all over the world in one team. That's the biggest challenge because you
Yeah.
have time zones. You have to be able to communicate with people. Our idea of giving people an overlap in time zones, and they could shift the work from uh, uh, to other people over the world, that didn't work out as I hoped it would be.
Mhm.
Um, so we are dropping the whole idea of putting people from over the world together. So we're trying to stick with people just from America together, or from Europe, or
Oh,
from
okay.
Australia,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
and and so on. That's one of the biggest things that I think we learned, as well as the time, right, Jonah?
Yeah, we really learned feedback is a gift, right? We already had a very long document going of potential improvements for 2024 that we had been working on just as we hit things where maybe we wanted to do something, but we didn't think we really had the time to implement it for the first year, we added it to that list. But we also got a lot of feedback from participants and leaders during and after the event. And, a big piece of feedback with that, going back to the time aspect of it, was, hey, 24 hours is really tight for us to be able to meet our team, brainstorm an idea, and implement it. And we at least kind of, in the middle of the event, made a small change in that you didn't also have to record your judging presentation and have it submitted by the end of the period. So we managed to extend time for people a little bit in that regard. But going into it this year, we've already completely revamped the timeline to accommodate for people's feedback. So they've got, I think, 5 days now where they meet their team and they brainstorm and they can do some team building and some icebreakers to get to know each other. They've got a full 72 hours or 3 days to do what we call their coding or implementation period. And then they've got several days after that to finalize their presentations and do their recordings to present to judges.
Oh, that's good. Much better. I think I was one of the people that gave the feedback about the timeline, because just one day we didn't have enough time, like you said, to first, it was the first time meeting a few of the other team members. So you have to introduce yourself and yourselves and understand what they do, and then each one has their own opinion of what they want to build, and then we need to come, like, have a consensus and say, yeah, we're gonna pick his idea or her idea. So it all takes a long time. We didn't think about that. I'm sure you didn't. So good to know. I saw, so the main event, like you said, the coding part will be from September 26th to September 29th, right?
That's correct. Yeah,
And
we start at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and it will run for 72 hours. So it will end on September 29 at 9 a.m. Eastern.
great. And then what are those 5 days before that you mentioned?
Those 5 days are meant for the team members to be able to communicate with each other, have a time to know who is Julia, for example.
Exactly. Yeah.
What does she do? What are her strengths? What are her weaknesses? And how can we utilize your
Mhm.
time and your capabilities the best during those 3 days to build this amazing product that we have thought
Mhm.
together with our team,
Yeah,
instead of doing that in the short period of time of 24 hours.
I love it. Yeah, that's great. And I don't do you I think we could show them the website
Yeah, let's
where
go to
they
the
can
website.
find more information. So if you want to go through and tell them a little bit more about where they can find information, and even for sponsors, are you still accepting sponsors?
If sponsors are willing to help us, yes, we are
Mhm.
still accepting sponsors.
Awesome. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you once you enter the page, you automatically see the time when this event will take place. That's right here on top, in both Eastern time and Central European Saving Time. Um, and if you want to read more about the event and the timeline, you just click here. We have the timeline right here with all the bits and pieces that we have, the kickoff call that we will have for September 20th. Then you have the brainstorming period with your team, the implementation period. We even have a halftime show this year. That's new.
Wow.
Are we going to tell it? Yes, we are going to tell it. We're
Uh-huh.
going to have a quiz during that halftime show.
A
So,
Veeam trivia show.
yes.
So this is new
So,
from last year.
yes, exactly.
Yep.
We will have a halftime show with a quiz, with some time to communicate with us directly during the event, and tell them what are your impediments, what are the troubles you are facing currently. How can we assist you and your team to get you going, and get you working on the project, have a communication with those teams to see um, uh, if we can improve right
Mhm.
at that
Yeah.
spot
Mhm.
and help them go on. And then obviously you have the presentation submission deadlines, and then
Is
we
it
have
going
the
to be the
judging
same
period.
format, the presentation, like having to record a video
Yes,
explaining? Hmm.
Yep.
preferably
The big
including a
difference is
PowerPoint.
the big
Sorry.
difference is this year we're working on short little what we're calling guidebooks for participants and leaders. And in both of those guidebooks, we're actually going to be giving full judging rubrics to every participant and
Okay.
leader instead of
Mhm.
just a rough overview, kind of like we did last year. That way teams can look over the rubric themselves and custom tailor what specific criteria they want to tackle
Got it.
over others.
Hmm.
And after that, we have the results announcements over at the Veeam Community Hub and on our website as well.
Hmm. Great.
So if you have any questions, that we have a big FAQ page with all kinds of questions. I'm not going through them, but you can read them on your own. If you want to sign up, we have the sign up page right here. There are 5 steps in this page, and you need to fill in all the information, including your shipping address because swag is included, obviously.
Yeah, I
Uh,
got mine from last year, and it was great.
I know, I sent them. And once you have filled up the form, you will automatically be sent to Discord. But in case you have lost a link, there is a link up here to the Discord. I'm not going to click it because it will show up Discord and
Hmm.
for now. We have this About Us page. This is new for this year, with some information on why I started this whole idea and invited Jonah into the group as well. And we have information and bios about everybody who is participating in the organization. We have the new sponsor page that's been live as of just a couple of hours from recording, including all our sponsors for this year, which are quite a lot already, and we are
Exactly.
really happy to all the sponsors who are willing to help us. And yeah, a thank you from both of us, yeah, for that.
Hmm.
And we have information about the previous events where
Yeah,
you can find all the bits and pieces about the last year's
the
things. I'm
videos.
not going over that
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah, if people want to get ideas
Yeah,
of what they can build this year, maybe they can go over the videos from last year to see what the teams built.
for
But
sure.
also I want to hear from you. Maybe Jonah can tell us. Do you know do you have any expectations of what people should build this year? Do you want anything with AI? I know AI is a hot topic. Do you have any advice for people that still don't know what they are going to build? You know, they want to join the community hackathon, but they don't know what they can build. Do you have any ideas for them?
I think we are actually Maurice might get upset because I'm going to leak this, kind of how he leaked something else earlier. We've actually had some discussions about, as part of the leader guide, but potentially including some suggested ideas in case teams can't really come to a consensus on anything that they want to do. So we're still working on planning that out. But I know some of our sponsors have expressed interest in, hey, it would be really cool if you could not only involve Veeam in the solution, but find a way for a team to include our product as well. Like I know
That's
Progress
true.
specifically voiced that, and I think Object First potentially expressed some interest in that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would it be like a plus if a team uses not only Veeam but one of the sponsor solution as well?
Uh, I don't know that it's formally defined on our judging rubric, but we do have some points based off of how unique or innovative is your idea. So
Okay.
I imagine
Mhm.
that's where something maybe like that could get some extra points earned.
Yeah. Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
one thing that we can mention as well is that I think two of the teams, at least two of the teams that I'm aware of from last year, those ideas or those start of the project has actually been implemented in either of the original product or in a different product that complements Veeam already. So I think that's amazing that the thing that has been created during the hackathon
Mm-hmm.
is actually going to be used for a good thing, and not only from something Veeam created themselves, but from a community-driven project as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
And,
amazing.
and don't worry, we're prepared for the inevitable this year. When Discord inevitably decides an hour before the closing ceremony that it's going to go down again, we'll be distributing ICS feeds to people beforehand so they can actually add it to their personal or work calendars, block time
Yeah.
out, and that way they're not going to be reliant on a document or the website or going into Discord and viewing the event timeline like last year.
Yeah.
They'll have
The
multiple ways
link,
in which they can
yeah,
check and get the join links for some of the
exactly.
ceremonies and whatnot.
Yeah, they will get a link in their handbooks. They will get a link in they will get a link in their handbooks. They will get a link in their ICS files, and there will be links to the events on the Discord. So there are a lot of ways of finding out how you get
Mm-hmm.
it can get to the halftime show or the closing ceremony, for example.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you learned a lot from last year, and I
Yes.
can tell that this year is going to be even better. You know, there are so many new things that you're implementing, and I'm really excited about it. I hope everyone that watches the video is excited as well and joins us for the community hackathon. And yeah, if they have any questions, there's a form on the website for, or they can also join the Discord to ask the questions. And yeah, great. And do you have anything else do you want to add for the ones that are watching the video?
Well, I've got a question to you for first, Julia. Are you joining this year?
I hope I am, but I know there is a Vimon tour in South America that I'm going to be at. I don't know if September 24th or September 26th. And this is a good question, actually. Yeah, whoever joins the team, do they have to join, like be present during the 3 days? Or, for example, can they join a team, brainstorm with the team, and say, hey, I can only help for during one day, and that's it?
Yes, you can. But I think we have said that we kind of expect to be at least 2 days
Okay.
availability.
Mhm.
Not full
Right.
days, but a portion of those days
Yeah, but
in
Yeah.
normal working hours.
that being said, it's not all about the coding either, right? And you do have time before the judging period, so you'll you'll see as we start to share the handbooks and the rubric that there's some of the scoring criteria is based on, is there a viable business case? Have you done any market
Mhm.
research to identify a gap in the market for your product? Is your idea sustainable? Does it make sense economically? So that's where maybe someone could come in,
Yeah.
whether they're busy or whether they don't, or if they don't have a coding background, and they could do
Yeah.
some of that, maybe more market research
Mhm.
and business
Yeah.
planning, or even
Exactly.
come in on the tail end and they could be the ones that maybe make the PowerPoint and give the presentation to the judges. Like there's a role
Mhm.
for everyone on the team, not just for coders.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm. Great, good to know. Yeah, I'll try. I'll definitely try to be there if I don't have to be all the 3 days. But I'll read the FAQ better, etc., to understand, because, like you said, a lot of it has changed from last year. So, but yeah, I would love to join it. It was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
Mhm.
if you cannot join this year but are interested in joining for next year, there is this way to, oh, it's over there, to enter your first name, last name, and email address, and you will be added to our newsletter.
Oh,
And you
nice.
will get a notification once we do it for next year
For
as well.
those that are interested, yeah. Oh, great
Yes.
to know that. Yeah. Like a wait list, yeah, for
Yeah.
next year.
Well, yeah, more a notification list, not for
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Cool. I'm really excited, and I also wanted to congratulate you too for this amazing initiative. I'm sure
Thank
it's
you.
going to be a huge success, and good luck as well, because it's a lot of work to organize it. But I think
It,
what
it
you're
is.
doing for the community and for Veeam is huge. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much for your time here, joining me here for this video. And yeah, if for those interested, go check the website, join the Discord, sign up for the hackathon, and send any questions that you have. We'll be happy to answer them.
Veeamhackathon.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.